From New York and on the new Hot 97 app, Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
So, Nipsey Hussle's murder suspect, Eric Holder, was taken into police custody yesterday.
Can't believe Nipsey Hussle got murdered, guys.
I know. Every time I'm reporting on it, I can't believe I'm even saying this. So yeah, he is being held without bail. The woman who said she was in the car with Eric Holder said that she had no idea what he was doing.
All right, I don't need to even know what she has to say.
The hardest part yesterday too, I was like, Lauren London posted a heartfelt tribute like on Instagram, and it was just I was like, I saw it and I saw all the pictures of him and with the family, with his kids, and
So, your pictures everywhere.
So heartbreaking.
This is something that is peculiar to me. Your pictures everywhere. You just murdered a beloved human being in the neighborhood where you guys grew up. In daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And from all the information that we have, it seems like it was some emotional situation where your ego was hurt because
Reportedly, yeah. Nipsey.
allegedly, Nipsey says to you, don't be around here because we all know you're an informant. You're a snitch. I don't want you around here. Don't come around here. I own this plaza, whatever it is. You get emotional. You murder someone because of that. They arrest you and you're covering your face. It was so peculiar to me. That's how stupid you are.
You've already been on every news site and newspaper in the country.
Everyone knows. That's how stupid you are.
How
It feels shameful.
Do we know how fast how they were able to get him so quickly?
I mean, there's video. There was people who the neighborhood is from what I heard.
And they suspected people knew that he knew Nipsey, that he knew him in some way. So people were probably able to be like, that was so and so.
There were people in the parking lot. They saw it.
and they had the license plate of the car.
So there's a lot of different ways. in which
Yeah.
He grew up there. He lives there. That's how stupid. Like the whole thing is it's stupid.
And he probably did feel shame. That is probably why he covered his face. You know what I'm saying? The act that he committed was one of being pathetically low and hurt and sad. And he was a miserable person who did a miserable thing and now is in a more miserable situation. It's awful. It's awful. I will say one thing that, it made me feel good on the surface, at least, is the way the city of Los Angeles has appeared to treat this. The way that Mayor Garcetti has treated it, the way the LA Times has treated it. It's not the same. It's not the same as the way these kinds of things would be with
have
artists.
someone from a neighborhood that was trying to help.
And not just theoretically. Because a lot of times people are going to toss him into categories with other rappers that they're like, they were also uplifting. Right. No, Nipsey really was doing it. Like, hands on the ground doing it.
And
for
understood
real.
the struggle.
Really in it, though.
Yeah.
He didn't just rap about the struggle. He really started these centers. He was doing actual work.
Yes.
Got involved in bureaucracy to have to, do real work. He's a different level kind of superhero in music. So it's nice to at least see that LA appreciates that. That's how it appears.
Last night when the Oklahoma City Thunder played, and I think they were playing the Lakers, Russell Westbrook went for a triple-double.
Of course. Well, it's basketball, so that's what he does.
He scored 20, 20, and 20. And 20, so he ended up with 21. 21 assists. But at 20, 20, and 20, he dedicated it to Nipsey Hussle because Nipsey's from Rolling 60, 60. He was like, this is for my boy Nipsey. It's for my boy. It was like a real heartfelt moment on the floor. It's a great video. I just saw it online.
But let's not even gloss over how hard that is to do.
Well, then there's that.
It's only been done one other time. Was it with Chamberlain? One time.
Yeah.
Only one other person ever did 20, 20, 20?
Ever. And he just came out and said, you know what?
I'm going to do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what Russell Westbrook is out of his mind. And there were tributes all over sports. The Clippers did it at the Clippers game the night he died. Baseball players were posting about it. Basketball players, LeBron, Steph Curry. It really hit the sports world. He was a huge sports fan. He was at the Final Four. He was at the Elite Eight on Saturday night in Anaheim. he was a real sports fan, so he was connected to athletes too. James Harden, many people affected.
It sucks all the way around. And this guy, I don't even have enough insults to throw out on the radio about this person who committed this crime. There's not enough. At a certain point, you can't.
Well, it's probably not worthwhile either, because if you were to probably look at it, you'd probably see him being part of a really sad, pathetic cycle his entire life. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses. Like I said, this guy can go to jail forever and should. But if you were to go look at it.
But the learning is that, though. When we really unpack all of it, yeah, it's pathetic. It's pathetic
And it's a trap from the beginning. The trap is set, and either you're going to fall into it or fight your way out. Nipsey fought himself out of what was a situation that a lot of people can get pulled into for their entire lives. And Nipsey fought his way out and turned all of it into a positive.
Guys, Joe Biden and his team are making it clear to supporters and donors that they're moving forward with plans for a possible 2020 presidential run.
Listen, man.
They're saying they're insisting that the former vice president is undeterred by the allegations made by some women.
Joe Biden, if you a real one, my G.
And he understands that they felt uncomfortable with interactions with him, but they're saying that they're going to just take it seriously and the way that he interacts with voters. So he's like, I'm just going to do it. I'm still going. So there's that. Before we get out of here, you ready, Shawnee? This is a Migos remix of Game of Thrones theme song.
Why are you doing this?
Is this actually
This is
Migos?
terrible.
It's the Migos. Go, go, go.
Okay.
Mama!
Mountain Dew.
More ice and white walker, ice. Move like a night stalker, look like a white chocolate, Move like a life stalker, All men must die, raise your sword in the sky, look like you playing with the fire, cold
No.
steel for the iron.
No. Wait. Turn it up again.
I just like that you're so annoyed.
Was that for commercial?
Yes, it is.
The worst part's the Mountain Dew line.
Yeah. And the end, when they go doo-doo.
I thought if they would have just stayed right there and went do 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 and then start.
Yeah.
Move like a night stalker, look like a white chocolate,
It's a
Move
white
like
chocolate.
a life stalker, all men must die, raise your sword in the sky.
Wait, Laura,
Look
why do you
playing
like
with
this?
the fire.
Honestly, I just love that it annoys you.
Rosenberg's pissed.
He's so
Well,
annoyed.
the beginning that they start out with the Mountain Dew. I mean, listen,
He's
Migos
so
does a good job.
annoyed.
They do a nice job with it as they do on
Well, they
everything.
make it funny.
But it's
And they're trying to make it funny. I don't want my Game of Thrones to be funny.
take it serious.
Serious.
I want murder.
Winter's coming.
I want Valyrian steel.
Well, he said raise your sword in the sky.
He did.
And he did say all men must die. There you go.
did.
Murder and sword. You
but,
good.
but Mountain Dew.
Check.
But also do the do. You know what I'm saying? But do the do.
That's your flashing light. You put it.